Okay, Jesus Christ. Alright, this is my third attempt to record this video. The first time I recorded the video, I got my sentiments across, but there was a piece of the video that I wanted to include, but I had to find it, so I didn't want to spend the video looking for it. But then the second video, I lost track of the article, or not the article, but the tweet that I wanted to look at, and I had to go find that, so now I'm here. Okay, sorry for the background noise. That's my air conditioner. All right, now this is about Gilbert Arenas and Devin Booker's, I guess, back and forth, if you want to call it that, where Devin Booker complained about getting double teamed at a pickup game, and Jesus, he complained about getting double teamed during a pickup game. An NBA player complained about getting double teamed at a pickup game. All right, so Gilbert Arenas responded to that with this. I'm pretty sure you can read it. It's a lot bigger than the first time I tried to record this. No chill, Gil. D-Book, from a killer to the future. If you want to be an all-star, then your complaint is correct. But if you want to be a superstar, you accept double teams in pickup. You demand double teams in pickup. You should be offended when you don't get double teamed in pickups. And the reason is, if you get double teamed in the NBA, how dare some pickup ball cats don't respect your game enough to double you. You can ask Rico Hines B-ball in high school if the college and pro players didn't double me at the UCLA runs. That shot was going up. I trained too hard to let one defender disrespect my game by guarding me one-on-one. I didn't care. I didn't care who he thought he was. Hibachi mentality. For those who probably don't get it, I mean, it's because he cooks people. I mean, Gilbert Arenas was one of the most lethal shooters. I mean, this was... Alright, we look at Curry and his shots with such amazement because he does it regularly. Gilbert Arenas was shooting where Curry is shooting at now. Like, I mean, I remember this guy walking up over the half court line, taking about 2 or 3 steps in, and like 2 or 3 steps away from the 3-point line, just shoots up a shot, and the shit goes in. It was one of the most incredible shots I've ever seen. I'm talking about a guy who just walks up the court in the middle of the game, shoots the fucking ball from damn near half court, makes it with a regular jump shot. And, I mean, Gilbert Arenas was one of the most... I mean, he had probably one of my favorite 2-year runs for an NBA player since I've been watching basketball, and he was just phenomenal. But, he said he was hibachi mentality every time. He was hibachi mentality every time. I was making sure I read that right. Every time you step on that court, you want a game like. The second picture is my rookie season. I still shot that shit because I've been in that position before, playing 21 with 6 players, and you got 20, the whole court trying to stop you at that point. Now tap into your true calling, Assassin Book. Hashtag Assassin Book. And then Devin Booker trying to defend himself, and I guess his comments came out and said, "No chill, Gil. I feel what you're saying, Gil, and the only reason I'm responding is because I respect you. But I grew up in a gym where my pops had me guard 30-year-olds at age 14, and I got scored on 5 straight times on the block. Looked at my pops for help, and he had this look on his face. He had this look, shrugged shoulders. I didn't get picked up for the rest of the week, so every time I played open gym, the rest of my life, it's eat or be eaten mentality. In games, if teams run and jump to double team you, usually the right play is pass out immediately. You have 4-on-3 advantage. Not saying I don't get aggressive sometimes and shoot over it, but making the right play, trust your teammates, is winning ball, I guess. I didn't want to spend my lovely Tuesday afternoon passing out of a double. I can work on that with the homies at the house. Much respect, though, Hibachi. Let's get in the gym at some point." Now, pretty much what Gilbert Arenas is saying, if you want to be that killer, if you want to be considered lethal, if you want to be that superstar that I'm pretty sure Devin Booker considers himself to be, and then I'm pretty sure there are some Suns fans that consider this guy at this point to be if not a superstar, but very close to being one. You can't complain on a pickup game about getting double teamed. Now, in his response, he said that right here. He said, "Every time I play open gym, the rest of my life, it's eat or be eaten. It's an eat or be eaten mentality." But you're not. But no, you're crying about it afterwards. Like, I guess you're confused of why you're getting double teamed during a pickup game. I guess because he thinks it's for fun. So, some people take it. His intensity during NBA basketball games is literally the intensity that regular guys have when they're at the court on the weekends playing against friends or playing against people that they don't know. Same intensity, just different stakes. You have to want that shit, man. You have to, and I think this is what's keeping Devin Booker from blasting off to that plateau of NBA superstars. I mean, because if I'm being honest, I think that he's just a lethal scorer as James Harden. I mean, this dude has a shot. I mean, this dude is ridiculously good at shooting. I mean, I witnessed it firsthand when he put up 70 on the Celtics. This guy is incredibly good at putting the ball in the basket. Very talented. But in order to be looked at as a superstar, man, you have to be willing to take over. And looking at the Suns and his time being on the Suns aren't winning anything. So you're talking about I pass out in the NBA. That's how you win, but you're not winning nothing. You have never made the playoffs in the NBA since you were drafted. Even though I think that your talents are being wasted there, you've never made the playoffs. So how do you know what winning gets like when you pass out of a double team? Maybe if you take more shots. Maybe if you take more shots out of your teammates' hands, maybe you can change that record just a little bit, man. I mean, because when we look at the Phoenix Suns, I mean, they have talent. DeAndre Ayton, Josh Jackson. I mean, I think they got rid of Ty Warren. I mean, you also have Mikal Bridges. Like, you have young talent there. Also have you know what? I think we've pretty much the ship has sailed on Dragon Bender at this point, unless he could make some major turnaround. I think the ship has sailed on that. But you have young talent there. There's no difference in the talent that I see on the Phoenix Suns than the talent that I saw accumulate in Golden State. It took certain forces and it took certain personality triggers for them to get to that point where they were just dominating. And I think Devin Booker is a step away from being able to dominate. Because the only thing he's missing is that mentality. The mentality that Gilbert Arenas is talking about. I mean, you look at Kobe. You look at Michael. Shit, sometimes if you look at LeBron, you can see that. It shouldn't be an eat or be eaten mentality at all. You should always be on the prowl. You should always be looking to kill. It's not about survival. It's about, taking a fight to other people, especially in the NBA, man. I think Devin Booker, man, if he adopts that mentality, man, I think the fortunes of his team and himself can change. Now, I wanted to get this on video. The point that was being made to Devin Booker from Gilbert Arenas, I just saw this commercial tonight, which is a crazy coincidence, and I really wanted to do this video after I saw this. But let's, right here. And this is Gatorade's video.
One piece of advice would be to find a rival.
Oh, let's go back a little bit. Sorry.
If I could give an athlete one piece of advice, it'd be to find a rival. Someone committed to taking you down.
And then we hit the field like boom.
They should scare you
All day like boom. All night like boom.
into starting early
The field like boom.
and staying late.
It's like boom.
They might be far away or across town. They might be family, but they should make you obsessed. Like this time, it's personal, obsessed. And they'll bring you pain and frustration You will hate them, but then you'll respect them and love them. Because that rival that wants to take you down is going to make you raise your game even higher.
That video spoke volumes, and that video spoke volumes, and I think that it's everything that Gilbert Arenas was trying to get off his chest to Devin Booker, which I don't think Devin even paid any attention to it, is that in order for you to take that next step to being a superstar, man, you have to, bro, you have to want it. You have to want it. You have to want the best out of everybody you play, man. You can't sit there and complain about some fucking scrubs on a basketball court that aren't even on your level. Like, you're playing professional ball against some of the best talent every single fucking game, every year, man. And you complain about double teams at a fucking park. Like, the mentality is not there. The game is there. The age is there. You know, the time is there. The mentality is not there, and that's the only thing that's missing from Devin Booker, man. You shouldn't be waiting for somebody to be willing to challenge you. You should be searching for it. I mean, that's usually who survives in the wild, are the ones that hunts down their prey and they eliminate them. But like the video said, man, like, you need somebody that is